What's up guys, this is Big Bird, and today we're going to be talking about Marisa and a simple basic guide for beginners. So basically I'm going to be explaining a lot of her moveset, a lot how they are used, how she's supposed to play, and basically an overall game plan for her. Before we start, make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe, and turn the notifications on, and let's get started. So Marisa is a big body character, as you can see, and she's a character that hits hard, but she moves slow. She has slow buttons, and you know, she's typically a big body character, and big body characters are rarely ever fast, but she does make up for it when it comes to her damage. Now let's get started. So her normals consist of stand jab, stand medium punch, stand heavy punch, stand light kick, stand medium kick, stand heavy kick. Now for the crouching, we got jab, medium, crouch heavy, crouch light kick, crouch medium punch, crouch heavy kick. Sweet. She also has a bunch of command normals. She has overhead, which is her down forward heavy punch. She has a 4 medium punch, which can be cancelled into either kick ender or heavy punch ender. So you got 4 medium punch into heavy punch, or you got forward medium punch into heavy kick. Now, what's the difference between the two? The 4 medium punch, heavy punch knocks down, but the 4 medium punch, heavy kick gets cancelled to super, which is amazing if you ask me. It can also be cancelled into her level 2 or even level 3. And the best part about this target combo is it's confirmable. However, it's not all good because it kind of loses to, kind of doesn't hit crouching. So as you can see, if I set him to crouch, it whiffs and leaves you at minus 21, which is enough time to do basically anything. So be careful when you use it. If you hit them crouching, go for the heavy punch ender. If you hit them standing, go for the heavy kick ender. Then she has also a bunch of target combos. She has the jab. This doesn't connect. The jab is not cancelable, but it can be cancelled into another jab, which is cancelable. Now, the jab into jab is not a true block string. You can parry, you can reversal, whatever. But when you do jab into light gladius, it's a true block string and is guaranteed chip damage. Now, for the stamina punch, she also has this, which is one of the best, which was one of her best buttons. It's 7 frames, 4 active frames, and it's cancelable into anything. Now, when people try to press against her, usually they're met with gladius. And now, also she has heavy punch ender, which is, in my opinion, it's not very useful because there's a gap in between the heavy punch and the second heavy punch, and it's plus on block, but the distance is way too much. She also has the forward heavy kick, which in my opinion is also useless because I don't see any use of it. I haven't even used it, and I've been playing Marisa for like what, almost close to 2 months now. Now let's get started with the special moves. She has Gladius, the light, the medium, and the heavy one. Now the light one is 70 frames, the medium one is 19 frames, and the heavy one is 22 frames. So the higher you go, the slower it is. But it covers more distance. The higher you go, the more distance you cover, and the more damage you get. You also have the Sparta kick, which is good to close range, like to get close distance. The heavy one kind of almost goes full screen. The medium one is in the middle, and the light one is the shortest, the fastest, but it's the most punishable one. It's -6. Now the Gladius, I forgot to mention this, but the Gladius can be charged, and you can use it to mess up your opponents with punish. So if you use Gladius and find yourself with punish, that you can with punish you, if you find yourself getting with punish by the light one, go for the heavy one to mess up their timing, because usually they try to with punish the light one, and they do it fast, so the heavy one is slow, and it kind of beats their with punish attempt. Now the third part of her special moves is her Superman punch. Superman punch is a great special move that can close the distance between the characters. So for example, if you're here, you can use it to close the distance. It's +2 on block, non-punishable, and you can't easily drive impact it. The medium goes furthest, and the heavy one goes the furthest. But you know, the higher you go, the more recovery it has, and the slower it becomes. So pretty much that's how our special moves go. The light one, I mean the Superman punch goes over fireballs, has armor from frame 6 to frame 15 I think, or something like that. And it's basically crushes lows, it has armor, and it can go over fireballs. So it's a good tool if you're getting zoned out. Now her last special move is the stance. Stance, you can't cancel normals from it. So for example, if I try to cancel normals from it, I can't. But the stance has 3 follow-ups. It has target as overhead, which is a target combo. It has a sweep, and it has the command throw, which is very strong. The command throw. Look at the damage. Now, personally, I don't use the overhead a lot, and I definitely don't use the kick, because the kick, if you block it, it's minus 24, which is, you know, a no-go for me personally. But it's a good way. Like for example, if you cancel, it's a good way to get a reset. It's a good way to pressure your opponent on block. If they keep blocking, it's a good way to do it. And also, like for example, so it's a good way to use that normal. You can also use it after blocking. If they don't want to move, and if you start using command throws more often, then that's when they start panicking and start jumping and getting you free damage. Now for her anti-airs, she has 4 different anti-airs. The first one is the crouch heavy punch. It's 9 frame, but it's pretty slow, and sometimes it gets stuffed. She also has the Gladius. We'll set it to jump. Oh. Gladius is amazing as an anti-air. Crouch heavy punch is also good if you're late, if you're early, and against certain jump-ins. Against heavies usually loses, but it's still pretty good to use if you're early. And then she has the EX launcher. You can also use the light launcher if you want this, which also has upper body invincibility to get a knockdown. And then you also have the air target combo, which is my favorite. This one is your best. So for example, Marisa has a dead zone, which she can't anti across it reliably. See? She can't anti across it reliably. So your best bet is to use the jump target combo. That's in my opinion her best anti-air. It knocks down. You can get ulti if you drive rush. And you can basically get started just from anti-airing that way. So that'll be it as a basic guide from Marisa. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There will be part 2 coming later that will make us go a bit more advanced. Just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn the notifications on. And we'll see you at the next video.